The Genghis Grill brings you the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show with head coach Lauren Montgomery.
Welcome to Genghis Grill. Week 5 is over. I'm Pat McGrew, and this is the head football coach Lauren Montgomery. And welcome to the Bixby Coaches Show. Coach, Broken Arrow was a pretty good football team. I thought, man, the atmosphere was absolutely incredible. And I don't know if you know this, but at halftime, Chick-fil-A does that little where they get into the ball and roll. The atmosphere, both bands never stopped. I thought our kids went hard. What did you think overall of the game?
Oh, I thought the crowd support was wonderful. Like you said, the atmosphere was great. The two 6A powerhouses pounding it out at each other. I thought it was good. Broken Arrow brought a wonderful ball club over. I thought they were very, very good, and I know our boys are going to get better. It's a loss, and certainly we don't like to lose football games. But I do think our boys are going to get better from playing that football game Friday night.
Well, there's a time there, they scored 13 points kind of pretty quick. But there's a time all the way through second quarter and a lot of the third that, we had our chances. There's kind of law in the game, and it was just back and forth, and we were playing pretty well. Yeah,
I felt like our defense played really well. After we settled down a little bit, we gave up, like you said, 2 touchdowns early on some big plays. And after we settled down, we were able to stop those guys and contain them. And we certainly had opportunities, just weren't able to get anything going. And credit Broken Arrow's defense, had a strong defense. But no, I was proud of the effort from a lot of our boys, and really feel like a lot of our guys grew up Friday night. Played extremely hard, and we can't ask for anything more than that out of the boys.
Again, how important it is. We got the first starter that has done well in practice, but he got his chance to start. Dylan Thompson, a senior. So it's a very important that practice player. Because you might be in there starting just like him. So. Who was this week's practice player of the week?
Well, certainly, like you said, we tell those guys all the time, you're one play away from going in, and it's true. And a lot of times, those guys that pay their dues are able to step up. And 2 guys that paid their dues this week that we want to recognize, practice players of the week, Blake Kirk. Of course, you see Blake a lot on Friday nights. He's a special teams All-American for us, does a lot of things at outside linebacker and safety, but he just had a wonderful week in practice, dedicated himself to practice, and trying to get better, get every rep he can. And then also sophomore quarterback Clayton Oliver gave us a great look at their Broken Arrow's talented quarterback. And Clayton had an opportunity later on in the game to get in and get some reps, and thought he looked really talented as well. And so those practice players translate into Friday nights one way or another, or one game or another, that's for sure.
It is so important, and to be able to do this, on the show, we want to thank Matthews Ford, because, it's always nice to have people that are, interested in your program, and they do a great job, and they're as important as that practice player. And, we're going to get to the first half of action. And, Coach, what did you think right off the bat on the game?
Well, I thought kind of going into it that we were playing a little bit timid right off the bat, and I'll take credit for that, for not having the boys fired up, ready to go, and ready to rock and roll. But I thought after we settled down, we did some really good things, Coach. They got some talented football players over there, and when you're playing against a team like that, you got to go out and hit them in the mouth right from the very first snap.
Well, I know that when things sometimes don't go right, it's all, you'll take the blame for that. But sometimes, as I remember as head coach, sometimes we take too much blame for the negative things, but we almost get too much credit for the great things. It's all about the kids, and I thought you guys came out in great atmosphere. Coach, we'll be back after this short break with the first half of action.
The Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show is brought to you by Genghis Grill, Jim Norton Toyota, Car Country, Nelson Nissan, Nelson Mazda, Matthews Ford, Midwest Sporting Goods, TTCU, Central States Orthopedic Specialists, Graber and Associates, TRC Disaster Solutions, and by Citizens Security Bank.
The Credit Cruncher is making a move. Buy a car at the Car Country Move It Now Repo Sales Event. All cars and trucks, including repos, must move. Cars half price, trucks 60% off, repos dimes on the dollar. $0 down at every Car Country location. This is a limited offer, and you can only get it from one guy.
It's the Credit Cruncher at Car Country.
Genghis Khan. You may know me from such conquests as the sacking of Yanjing, or the famous raid of Buck Hara. Good times. But here, at Genghis Grill, I've chosen to turn my efforts from burning and pillaging to more noble pursuits, like feeding and empowering. With 80 delicious fresh ingredients to build your own bowl, you can eat what you want. Could have used you at the Battle of Samarkand. Genghis Grill.
This is Miles and Jeremy at Matthews Ford, where it's a great place to buy a car.
Matthews Ford is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week online at MatthewsFordBA.com.
We just opened up a quick lane, didn't we?
The quick lane's up and running. We're really excited about it. There's no appointment necessary. Come and see us even on Saturday. I'll tell you what, we've got specials online as well as our complete new and used inventory.
You can find that at MatthewsFordBA.com. Give us a call, 251 Ford Matthews Ford, your affordable dealer.
When it comes to safety, performance, and technology, Midwest Sporting Goods offers athletes the edge with products like Shuck football helmets, Tag shoulder pads, new 5150 BB Core baseball bat, or Nike and Under Armour apparel and shoes. Next time you suit up for a game or practice, put some Midwest Best on you.
Welcome back to Genghis Grill and the Coaches Show. I'm Pat McGrew. We're here with head coach Lauren Montgomery. Let's get to the first half of action, Coach.
Let's do it, Coach. One thing we knew about Broken Arrow coming into the game, they like to pooch kick. They've done it the last 2 years. They got a kicker that's very good at it. Zach Reynolds right there, Special Teams Player of the Week, fielded every one of those, did a great job under a lot of duress, a lot of pressure. Run the stretch play right there. They force us to punt, and then they come back out. They run the stretch play for a great gain. They're talented running backs they had. Doing a good job getting the edge right here, a little sophomore speedster that they have, just out of the grasp of us, him showing his speed. Look at the hustle, Mason Yelton, DeAndre Jennings right there though. We're going to get that settled down and get that worked out. Their talented defensive end right there knocking down our screen pass does a good job. We put this, it's a bad snap, but we put it in there because look at the athletic ability of Marcus Jordan, able to scramble around and get that corrected from last week and get that thing punted down there. It ended up being a really big punt and a big play in the game for us. Great job right there by Andrew Dreyer. We knew that they like to line up in a trips formation and run the draw on first down, and so those guys are ready for it. Cole Garland, A.J. Harbin over there on the sideline on the quick screen, taking advantage of that. Right here, Caden Hudson over the left edge running the stretch play. Behind the blocking of big Dylan Hood. Coming back right here, Chase Qualls on third down with a big 8-yard gain right there to pick it up out of bunch. A little tendency breaker right there, being able to run the ball on third down. We come back, we run the naked bootleg to big DeAndre Jennings. Look at those pink socks. Pink out Bixby Knight right there, and then we come back and we run the quarterback power play to Blake Cooper out of our Wildcat package. That's a great play for Blake, and that was a great play for Blake last year as a freshman. Had a 98-yard carry on it last year, so we continue to go back on it. Do a good job punting right here, and they put the ball on the ground, unfortunately just out of our grasp. We got a lot of guys down there hustling. Put that on there. I want those guys to understand that that's why we keep working at those, because you never know when somebody's going to drop it. We want to be there to pick that up. You'll notice right there, a great shoestring tackle right there by our safety, Andrew Pence. Putting pressure on him right there, Mason Yelton. They get the ball off. Andrew Pence doing a good job coming down on the shallow route. Nice job. Out of their Wildcat package right here, they run the quarterback stretch play, and we do a nice job of rallying around that ball. Can't say enough about Matt Dreyer and those guys inside doing a good job. Right there, Cole Garland there to run their wide receiver out of bounds, and Jesse Price. You just keep noticing, big sack right there. His effort is unparalleled. Just proud of Jesse and the mileage we're getting out of him, and he's getting a lot better as a defensive lineman. Kyle Ryan doing a good job fielding that punt right there. Kyle, a young sophomore, one of our best players on the team. Just continues to grow up, mature, do a good job. Right here, Marshall scrambles, hits another sophomore right there, Blake Cooper, doing a good job. We run the speed sweep right here to Blake Cooper. Blake doing a good job getting the edge behind Marcus Jordan's block, picking up positive yardage. Good to see all those blue shirts. And Coach, I know these were your uniforms back when you used to be the head coach, and we love breaking them out. We love those blue uniforms. They're nice. Coming back right here, Broken Arrow, running the stretch play behind their speedster. We're doing a good job up there, stringing them out, making the tackle right there. They get a crease right there. Andrew Pence Mason Yelton doing a good job rallying, making a tackle. John Kewen in the backfield right there. Coach Gaylor calling his number from the outside linebacker position. They do a good job handing off their speed sweep, but we do a good job setting the edge, turning it back in right there. They hand off the inside zone. You'll notice Mason Yelton doing a great job up inside, and I think we even get the holding call on that. We come back, we throw the throwback screen right there to Kyle Ryan, just a great football play. Behind the blocking of Bodie Clark, behind the blocking of big Dylan Hood. doing a good job on that screen right there. Coming back, running the power play right here to Zach Carrington. Zach doing a phenomenal job getting behind his pads, finishing every run going straight ahead. Kyle Ryan right here running the stretch play. Kyle doing a good job picking up positive yards. Got a couple guys in our Wildcat package who do a nice job. Got a couple different packages for each of those guys. Mason Yelton right there putting pressure on. Blue shirts rallying around. Jesse Price, a lot of guys in on the sack right there, doing a good job up front. Matt Dreyer, I believe Big Nick Roller's in on that one right there, doing a good job. Stymieing those offensive linemen. Broken Arrow had some big old offensive linemen, but I thought our defensive linemen stood up extremely well to those guys. Their quarterback throws it to their tight end right there, and their tight end, give him credit, makes a great play right there. Come back run stretch play behind Dylan Hood, the good blocking Dylan Hood. Run a little naked bootleg, able to complete it to Blake Cooper. We felt like all night we were able to move the chains when we wanted to. If we didn't put ourselves in bad position right here before half, throw the out route to DeAndre Jennings. DeAndre doing a good job right there. Marshall Ray scrambling, picking up positive yards right there, doing a good job, knowing when to throw it, when not to throw it. Run quarterback draw right here. Marshall doing a good job running the football, and that takes us into half, Coach.
Well, Coach, we're going to take a little break here at the Genghis Grill Coaches Show, and we'll be back for that second half of action right after this.
The Credit Cruncher is making a move. Buy a car at the Car Country Move It Now Repo Sales Event. All cars and trucks, including repos, must move. Cars half price, trucks 60% off, repos dimes on the dollar. Zero down at every Car Country location. This is a limited offer, and you can only get it from one guy.
The Credit Cruncher at Car Country.
Genghis Khan. You may know me from such conquests as the sacking of Yanjing or the famous raid of Bukhara. Good times. But here, at Genghis Grill, I've chosen to turn my efforts from burning and pillaging to more noble pursuits, like feeding and empowering. With 80 delicious fresh ingredients to build your own bowl, you can eat what you want. Could have used you at the Battle of Samarkand. Genghis Grill.
Miles and Jeremy right down here at Matthews Ford. And Jeremy, what do you get when you mix direct injection with a turbocharger?
Super excited.
And because it's EcoBoost technology, tell them.
At Matthews Ford, we're proud to present Ford's new EcoBoost technology, where SUVs can get over 30 miles per gallon and pickup trucks in the high 20s. We have a whole line of these vehicles, 5 different models to choose from, and you can look them up at MatthewsFordBA.com.
Give us a call, 251 Ford.
We like Adam, yes we do.
Adam Cash gives you $50 when you open a checking account using our school pride card.
Oh, Adam, you're so fine.
Adam Cash gives our school $50 when you open an account with a school pride card.
Our school gets a donation from TTCU when you use our card.
So does ours. You swipe and TTCU donates.
Our card's the best.
TTCU has more than 30 school pride cards for you to choose. It pays your school $50 and you $50 for getting yours. Get the best today.
Zero down at Car Country. The only buy here, pay here dealership offering zero down. 6 months on job, 1 year local residence, household income of $2,000 or more means zero down. Visit CarCountryCars.com for credit application or visit the big guy.
He's the Credit Cruncher at Car Country.
When it comes to safety, performance, and technology, Midwest Sporting Goods offers athletes the edge with products like Shuck football helmets, tag shoulder pads, new 5150 BB Core baseball bat, or Nike and Under Armour apparel and shoes. Next time you suit up for a game or practice, put some Midwest best on you.
Welcome back to the Genghis Grill and the Bixby Coaches Show. I'm Pat McGrew, and once again we're here with head coach Lauren Montgomery. Coach Chris Plank, the radio, he's doing a great job up there on the radio. And one of the questions he asked me goes, what does Coach Montgomery talk to them? I said, well, I don't know exactly what he talks to him, but I can tell you that I've been around Coach a lot, and I know what I would probably go in. I'd probably go in and say, we don't even going to worry about the second half. Let's come out and win this half. That's all we need to do is win the half and worry about winning the game after that. What kind of things do you talk to you?
Something similar right there. We're down 20-0, and at 20-0, certainly we're never out of a ball game. I never feel like that. 14-0, down 20 points, even in the fourth quarter, I don't feel like it. But we talk to the guys about focusing on winning their battles individually, and collectively, if we win more battles than they do on an individual basis, everything starts to come together. And we think our guys embraced that a little bit and came out playing pretty well in the second half. But no, at that point right there, we got to focus on the little things because that's what's putting us in a bad position.
And, I thought that it came out, and like I said, it was a great halftime entertainment. And, boy, the kids come out in that blue, and you're talking about the blue, but I loved those pants a lot better than the pants we had. So, yeah, let's get right with it.
All right, coming back, Broken Arrow puts their tailback that haven't played all year in, Devin Thomas, University of Oklahoma commit. And he's obviously talented, but we do a nice job bottling him up early. And then he has the ability to get the edge right there and get some of his yardage, but felt like we did a good job of stopping him. Come back, sophomore Zach Reynolds doing a good job of having some positive carries right there. We run a little naked bootleg pass, and unfortunately their guys do a good job of ball hawking us, and DeAndre Jennings is able to stop him right there. You notice our guys' pink socks right there, kind of loud, I know, Coach, but I think it was a good commitment by the Bixby community to go ahead and make everybody aware of the cancer awareness situation that we're faced with today. You'll notice them run a little stretch play right here. Got a lot of guys out. Jake Schneer doing a good job pursuing their talented tailback Thomas and getting him out of bounds right there. We got a lot of guys stretching that thing out. You'll notice Jesse, you'll notice Mason. Those guys playing hard, doing a good job bottling up, very talented kid. Jesse Price right there chasing from his backside defensive end position with a great tackle. I couldn't be more proud of Jesse doing a good job. They run the swing pass right here out to their tailback. We do a nice job of shoestring tackling him, putting a little pressure on him. They run a verticals look right there, and I think that's Andrew Pence doing a good job from his safety position, getting his hand up. Coming back right here, that's sophomore J.J. Cantrell doing a good job handling the ball. And you'll notice big DeAndre Jennings. We got Marcus Jordan nicked up a little bit, and so DeAndre Jennings, we moved him from snapper to punter. DeAndre can do just a little bit of everything, as you know, Coach, and he's good at it all. Jake Schneer in on a big tackle right there, rallying around. You'll notice big Nick Roller, big freshman in there, doing a nice job getting pressure from the inside. Got Pence, Harbin, a bunch of guys doing a good job rallying up, getting an important stop. Caden Hudson doing a nice job right here, bouncing that inside zone play. Their corner cut tackles him right there at the end, but a big 8-yard pickup. Sophomore Clayton Oliver, getting him some live game time reps at quarterback. Felt like Clayton did a good job of doing some good things. Chase Qualls, senior, right there, doing a good job. Qualls, I tell you what, is an extremely tough runner. We get flush from the pocket. Oliver does a nice job of getting out of bounds right there on the scramble. We come back right here, Chase Qualls. They do a good job bottling us up on the edge. Got our defense back out on the field right here, getting a lot of pressure on their quarterback, and we're proud of our guys for doing such a good job of getting pressure. Big Matthew Dreyer right there on the inside, and that guy gets better. I'm proud of some of our defensive linemen and how they continue to grow up. John Kewen right here showing up on the quarterback scramble. What a great play. Their talented running back. It's tough yards up inside. He's not picking up many with Mason Yelton and Dylan Thompson up inside, doing a good job from their inside linebacker position. They come back, they run the inside zone play. Austin Boyer causes a fumble, and he scoops. And I thought the big man was going to get on the board, but unfortunately he doesn't. But our offense comes out. Clayton Oliver right here running the stretch play, doing a good job picking up positive yardage, going out of bounds, not taking that big hit from the quarterback position. Sophomore Blake Cooper doing a nice job right there, stretching, getting the edge for the touchdown. We're proud of those guys. Taking a look at stats, Coach, we had 36 rushes for 111 yards, averaging 3.8 yards a carry. Not exactly as productive as we'd like to be, but Blake Cooper from the Wildcat quarterback position and the slot position had 3 carries for 22 yards, averaging 7.33. Caden Hudson had 2 carries for 10 yards, averaging 5 yards a carry. Marcus Jordan had a couple carries. Chase Qualls had 5 carries for 17 yards. Most importantly, had a real big 3rd down conversion for us. Throwing the football, we were 9 of 28. Not a real productive evening. We got to get a little bit better there, Coach. And then looking at that defensive side of the ball, we got a lot of names that you're used to seeing up there with big tackles for the week. Jesse Price from his defensive end position, 7 tackles and a sack. Mason Yelton had 5 total tackles. Andrew Pence, 6 total tackles. Dylan Thompson, 6 total tackles. Just excited the way those front 7 guys are playing. We're not far off, Coach, from getting those guys really dialed in and being where we need to be.
Well, I think, I've always said that I think the coaches are doing a great job. The kids, play hard, and that's important. And you know, we've still got a lot of season left. It's hard to believe, though. It is halfway through, and we've just got 5 games in the regular season. So, boy, just, you know, good luck on the rest of the year, and I can't wait. I love on that Friday night. And we'll be back with the Car Country Player of the Week. That's Dylan Thompson, number 36. And it'll be right here on the Genghis Grill, Bixby Coaches Show.
The Credit Cruncher is making a move. Buy a car at the Car Country Move It Now repo sales event. All cars and trucks, including repos, must move. Cars half price. Trucks 60% off. Repos dimes on the dollar. Zero down at every Car Country location. This is a limited offer, and you can only get it from one guy.
The Credit Cruncher at Car Country.
When it comes to safety, performance, and technology, Midwest Sporting Goods offers athletes the edge with products like Shuck football helmets, tag shoulder pads, new 5150 BB Core baseball bat, or Nike and Under Armour apparel and shoes. Next time you suit up for a game or practice, put some Midwest best on you.
These words are what we do. We're unloading all new Nissan Altimas, the world's coolest gas-efficient midsize. Let us offer you cash for your vehicle and ride off in a Nelson Nissan Altima for as little as $189 a month and get 1,000 additional trade dollars with an Altima purchase. You know the song. Nelson Nissan, across from Bass Pro Shop in Broken Arrow, where Altimas are usually $199 or less.
This week's Car Country Player of the Week is senior, number 36, one of my favorites, Dylan Thompson. Dylan, I tell you, it's, I was watching the game, but I didn't realize how well you played until I watched the film, and you never really can as a coach that your name was made. You made 6 tackles. You know, how did that first start? I know you played last week, but how did that first start feel?
It felt great to go out and contribute to the team, make us better throughout the week, and I feel like that just was a good aspect to the team to contribute.
Well, you know, you've been playing, and coaches say that you played well. You know, what is your outlook towards next week and Sapulpa coming up?
With the loss we had this week, I hope it kind of sparks the fire to keep us going. Play harder next week. I know
how tough you and your brother and your whole family is, and I can't be more proud of you and you know what you have done as a Spartan. And good luck the rest of the year, and maybe we'll see you again here. Congratulations, and I love those Friday nights. Boy, it was a great atmosphere Friday night.
Yeah, it was.
Both bands playing well. It's just I mean, they never stopped, and it was great. And again, congratulations. Come up, we will have this week's Nelson Mazda Youth Team of the Week. That's Kevin Riddle and the 7th grade Blues. Coming up right after this break.
This is Miles and Jeremy at Matthews Ford, where it's a great place to buy a car.
Matthews Ford is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week online at MatthewsFordBA.com.
We just opened up a quick lane, didn't we?
The quick lane's up and running. We're really excited about it. There's no appointment necessary. Come and see us even on Saturday. I'll tell you what, we've got specials online as well as our complete new and used inventory.
You can find that at MatthewsFordBA.com. Give us a call, 251-FORD-MATTHEWS-FORD, your affordable dealer.
Genghis Khan. You may know me from such conquests as the sacking of Yanjing or the famous raid of Bukhara. Good times. But here, at Genghis Grill, I've chosen to turn my efforts from burning and pillaging to more noble pursuits like feeding and empowering. With 80 delicious fresh ingredients to build your own bowl, you can eat what you want. Could have used you at the Battle of Samarkand.
Genghis Grill. 0% for 72 months is back at Jim Norton Toyota. Hurry, get 0 for 72 on every new 2012 Tundra. Get huge clearance discounts, plus $3,000 rebates, plus 0 for 72 on new 2012 Tundras. And
I promise Toyota Care for 2 years.
Plus, you always get a lifetime warranty at no extra charge at Jim Norton Toyota, 9809 South Memorial, where T-Town gets Toyota.
0 down at Car Country. The only buy here, pay here dealership offering 0 down. 6 months on job. 1 year local residence. Household income of $2 grand or more means 0 down. Visit CarCountryCars.com for credit application or visit the big guy.
He's the credit cruncher at Car Country.
These words are what we do. We're unloading all new Nissan Altimas, the world's coolest gas-efficient midsize. Let us offer you cash for your vehicle and ride off in a Nelson Nissan Altima for as little as $189 a month and get 1,000 additional trade dollars with an Altima purchase. You know the song. Nelson Nissan, across from Bass Pro Shop in Broken Arrow, where Altimas are usually $199 or less.
Nelson Mazda, Youth Team of the Week. We have the 7th grade Blue, and we have the head coach, Kevin Riddle. Coach, I know a lot of those kids, got a lot of it in class. Boy, it's what a great year you're having this year. First of all, tell me if I'm wrong here, you're 5-0.
Yeah.
And the more importantly, what I love is that no one has scored on you.
No.
I mean, 5 games and no one scored on you. You know, tell me a little bit about this team. That's unbelievable.
Well, this is probably our best team that we've had since I've been coaching with this group of kids in 2nd grade. The kids this year, they got a lot of attitude. They play with a lot of edge to them. So I mean, they love to hit. It's great to have 11 guys on the field at the same time that likes to tackle. So. Well,
and I can say this about the kids that I have in class, and I've said it to our principals. It's really one of the best groups that I've ever got to deal with. Now that I'm teaching and I'm in there all the time, I'm very proud of them, and that's what all the teachers say about them. So, you know, we try to get it across to them, you know, as coaches, that your academics is so important. And it's good to see that they have put both of them together and having success. And I tell you what, it's people like you and your coaching staff that put them in the right position to make these kids successful.
Well, thanks, appreciate that.
Congratulations. And you know, how many more games do you have? And I know that we've got the big championship at the end. And you know, what's going to happen for you getting that championship?
Well, I mean, we got 4 games left. Next week we've got Jinx Black. You know, we've got to at least win the next 2 of the 4, preferably all 4 of them. But to get into the playoffs.
And that's once you get into the playoffs, that plays on Saturday. That Saturday, it's just a single. If you get beat, you're done.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
One and done. Yes.
Well, good luck. What time do you play this week?
We play 4:30 in VA on field 4. So.
Well, congratulations on a great year, and the kids are. When the kids talk great things about it, you know the coaching staff and the family's done a great job. And
thanks.
That's what's great about Bixby. And I personally, and I know Coach Montgomery does, we want to thank you for getting these kids prepared for the junior high and high school in Bixby.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Very good. All right, next week's game we have, we're going to be heading to Sapulpa. A very good football team. They are coached extremely well. And another great Friday night of football. Make sure you're at Sapulpa at 7:30. And this is from Genghis Grill, Bixby Coaches Show with Coach Montgomery. We'll see you next week.
The Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show was brought to you by Genghis Grill, Jim Norton Toyota, Car Country, Nelson Nissan, Nelson Mazda, Matthews Ford, Midwest Sporting Goods, TTCU, Central States Orthopedic Specialists, Graber and Associates, TRC Disaster Solutions, and by Citizens Security Bank.